In the last video, we created our T accounts, which I have here on the left side of my screen. Now we're going to create a trial balance. A trial balance allows us to put all of our account balances onto one sheet. If you can imagine these T accounts, ours fit on one sheet because we only had 12 transactions. But if we were a real business, we might have 100, 1,000, even 1,000,000 transactions a month. And each of these T accounts, well, all of them together would probably fill a whole book. So now we're going to be able to take all of just the ending account balances and put them onto one report, which is going to make things nice and easy. Okay, you notice here we have account number, which we will get to. The account name, which is going to be these names on the tops of the T's. And then we have a debit and a credit. So when we enter each account balance, if it's a debit balance, we'll put it into the debit column. And if it's a credit balance, we'll put it under the credit balance. Again, debits to the left, credits to the right. That stays very consistent. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to start with cash. So I'm going to put cash, and cash has a debit balance of $22,000. So I'm going to enter $22,000. We do put these in a very specific order. We're going to start with our assets, then our liabilities, then our stock and dividends, revenue, then expenses. Luckily, that's the same way that we've organized our T accounts, so it'll be easy. But if for some reason your T accounts weren't organized this way, you would want to make sure you start with assets, then your liabilities, stock, dividends, revenue, then expenses. Okay, so next we're going to do accounts receivable. And our accounts receivable has a debit balance of $40,000, so I'll just enter that right here. You can see our ending balance of $40,000, and I entered it right here. Next is inventory. Inventory has an ending debit balance of $30,000. Equipment has an ending debit balance of $310,000. Accounts payable. So I finished my assets. Now I'm moving on to my liabilities. Accounts payable has a credit balance of $271,000. So I'm going to enter that on the credit side. You can see we have a credit right here. All right. And stock. Stock has an ending credit balance of $100,000. Dividends has an ending debit balance of $31,000. Revenue has an ending credit balance of $70,000. And finally, our expenses, which have an ending debit balance of $8,000. Okay. I've entered all of my account balances, and you can see it's nice. I can see that they exactly what my ending balance is for each account right in one place. But the last thing I need to do is I need to add up my debits and add up my credits. This is one of the awesome checks we have in accounting. Our debits must always equal our credits. So I'm going to add up my debits. I'm going to just sum them up because I'm on a computer. And then separately, I'm going to add up my credits. My debits are $441,000 and my credits are $441,000. My debits equal my credits, which means that I've done a good job. All right, great way to check our work. On our next video, we're going to do our final step, which is to turn this trial balance into our financial statements. See you there.